What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing a Chicago Bulls and New Orleans Pelicans game reaction in which the Bulls took a surprising win away from the New Orleans Pelicans. And I gotta be honest, there's some things I'm very frustrated with, but ultimately, at the end of the day, the final score is right there on your screen and it says the Bulls won the game. And that is the most important thing to take away from anything and any situation, any bad performance, any good performance. The win is the most important thing, especially against a team like New Orleans, who we don't face very often. We're one of the better teams out in the Western Conference and definitely had the advantages when it comes to the mismatches out there. To win this game is a very important one, and we'll discuss a little bit about the game in this video. But before we get any further, if you like the video, you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls game today and your player of the game, as we won this game 114 to 109 or 108. I can't even see it. Whatever the score is there, that's how much we won by. But a couple of interesting things about this game. And I just want to firstly, before I get into my ranting side of this video, I want to talk about the team effort that it took to win this game. Yeah, there were some bad performances out there. Yeah, there were some guys that I really thought, maybe you should stop shooting the ball. That would probably be the best way to approach the game and stuff of that nature. But of course, I'm not an NBA player. But the effort it took defensively, the effort it took to stop guys like Zion from getting to the lane every single possession, and to stop Brandon Ingram from bullying people in the post, and to just collectively try to get steals and deflections and go out in transition and make a difference from that point of view. It's a true team win today. I can't take anything away from this game because I really feel like the one thing we can take away from it is just how well we played together. There was a togetherness in this team that you don't normally see. You don't often see every game. So I'm very happy with how we approached that game. I'm very happy that we won that game. And I'm very happy with the togetherness that we showed in this game. I also liked how some guys came out to play in the fourth quarter. Again, look, the last game against the Celtics, we were so bad in the second half of that game. We were bad offensively, we were bad defensively, we got blown out in the second half, and it was extremely disappointing, and it replicates a lot of the games that we've seen beforehand. This game, guys that struggled all game like Coby White and other guys in this game as well, even DeRozan was struggling from the field, came out to play in the fourth quarter. Coby White had, I think, 16 points today, and the vast majority of them came in the fourth quarter. He was awful the last three quarters of that game. But when the fourth quarter came, Coby White did not shy away from the moment. And a lot of other guys didn't as well. Ayo made some big shots. Vucevic made some big shots. DeRozan made some big shots. Caruso got a couple of defensive stops that was extremely well needed. A lot of rebounds and safe possessions. That was extremely well needed. You're talking about togetherness. Well, we all together, the entire Bulls team, stepped up in the fourth quarter when we needed it to happen. We also can't ignore the fact that the Pelicans allowed us to come back in this game. Again, the end of the third quarter. I don't know what happened to the Pelicans at the end of that third quarter, but that was the key to their loss in my eyes. Too many turnovers for the New Orleans Pelicans. And a lot of them were so easy, it allowed guys like Dalen Terry to get steals, to get an open dunk on the other end. Ida Sumu got a steal to get an open layup on the other end. And there was a lot more that happened in the third quarter as well that led the Bulls to get back in the game. We were down by double figures. We were down by a lot. But by the end of the third quarter, we were only down by one. So we got the lifeline today. The Pelicans should have put us away and they didn't. And that is something that I'm very happy about because, again, I'm not sitting here telling you that the Bulls are better than the Pelicans. But the Pelicans gave us a lifeline and the Bulls took it and swam to shore. They lived to fight another day. They won the game. And that is something the Pelicans will probably not be very happy about. Now let's get to the ranting side. And I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about this. But I don't know what's happening with the referees these days. I don't know what's happened since the post-All-Star break till now. But my goodness, something has to change. I mean, there was literally calls out there that is plain as day that I think someone that would have never played basketball, never even watched a ball being bounced in their life before, would call those types of fouls that were not given today. And look, this is an ongoing thing. And I'm not even just going to suggest that it's about the Bulls. Just in general, the refereeing calls I've seen after this All-Star break, in the small games that we have played, is brutal. I don't know what conversations they're having, but it's like they put the whistles away. It's like we don't want to call the games anymore. Coby White today had a foul that sent him landing very awkwardly. And I think even the player that defended him, I think it was Hawkins, he fell very awkwardly. But basically, poor Coby White got shoved in the air. Coby White makes the layup, and he's 1 centimeter away from landing on that arm and breaking his arm. And in that entire sequence, not one foul call was given to the Chicago Bulls. In the fourth quarter, Brandon Ingram's getting ticky-tack fouls from, you know, having the size advantage or whatnot. Yeah, it feels like our players are literally getting shoved out of bounds every possession, and not one foul was given. Now, I'm not the type of guy to say these things. I'm not the type of guy to go at the refs. Because at the end of the day, I understand the refs have a hard job. I understand the refs have to make difficult calls, and I understand sometimes when they put the whistles away, people are going to go at them either way. You call too much calls, the people are going to come at you. You don't call enough calls, people are going to come at you. I understand how difficult it is to be a referee in the modern NBA where there's social media and people complaining left, right, and center about your performances. I get it. But even look at the last game against the Pelicans and how much calls they didn't give. The Pelicans and the Heat, sorry. Where they didn't give any calls in that game either. And that led to a brawl out there between the two teams. And it's happening with the Bulls as well. We're not getting any calls out there. And again, 1 centimeter away from Coby White probably having a serious injury. And we don't call, and not one call was given. Literally shoved in midair. Come on. We have to see better than this. I don't understand. And I can guarantee you there are 29 other teams that feel the same way about the referees this season. It's not been a good season for them. It's as simple as that. I would actually consider this season probably the worst ref season, the worst season for the referees I've ever seen. It's bad. It is bad. The late whistles literally happening while the other team's in transition bad. Not getting calls when shoved in mid-air bad. I'm sorry. It's horrific. It is horrific to see. And this is coming from someone that does not talk about the refs. I hate talking about the refs. Because I don't believe that refs just blatantly say we're going to dictate the game in this way. Or blatantly say we're going to not give calls. Or anything like that. I don't believe that. I still don't believe that. But whether it's happening unbiasedly, where it's happening without them knowing, there is blatant calls being missed left, right, and center for every single team out there in the NBA, including the Chicago Bulls today. And that's something that needs to be addressed. Even for the Pelicans today, there were a lot of missed calls for the Pelicans today that was not given. Especially because, look, we're an undersized team. Don't tell me that the Chicago Bulls could get away with cleanly guarding Zion Williamson for most of that game without committing the fouls that we probably did commit today. The refs didn't blow the whistles today. And again, it was blatantly obvious that both teams suffered because of that. And that might make it even, but when someone could potentially get seriously hurt, there's a big problem, and that triggers me to a point where I have to talk about it. So it's as simple as that. But it is what it is. Even though Coby White hurt his ankle today because Valanciunas just shoved him to the floor for a rebound. I mean, I don't know where the whistles are, but someone's got to find them. Maybe pay for new whistles that have a squeaky little, makes a good sound and stuff like that, Get new whistles out there. I don't know what's happening, but I don't know where the whistles have gone. We've got to find them again, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a joke out there. That game, ref-wise, was a joke. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to defend them for that game. That was a joke. That was a poorly reffed game for both teams. Do better. But with that being said, my player of the game today, bit of a difficult one, but I think I'm going to pick Ayo Dosunmu. I mean, fantastic game for him today. I know Vucevic had a great game as well, but Ayo dictated things really, really nicely. I think he got 20 plus points today. Got close to a double-double if he didn't get one. Great game from him. What do you guys think about the game? Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. A big win. No one can argue that. The size advantage was on the Pelican side. We all knew it wasn't a secret. They came out and abused their size. We all knew this was going to happen. But to win this one is a big deal. A big win. A big game. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.